Sure, here's a detailed YouTube article on the Toyota Prado first generation 1990 crafted without including handling or driving condition information, and close to. Title: Toyota Prado first generation 1990, the beginning of an off-road legend. Introduction. In 1990, Toyota introduced a new SUV that would come to symbolize a perfect blend of rugged capability and urban sophistication, the Toyota Land Cruiser Prado. This first generation, internally known as the J70 Prado, wasn't just another off-roader. It marked Toyota's strategic move to offer a more lifestyle-oriented SUV within the legendary Land Cruiser family, appealing to both traditional adventure seekers and emerging SUV buyers in urban markets. The J70 Prado laid the groundwork for decades of success and global recognition. Background: the Land Cruiser legacy. Before the Prado came into the picture, the Land Cruiser name had already built a global reputation for durability, toughness, and reliability, especially in extreme environments. From the utilitarian BJ series in the 1950s to the globally successful 60 series of the 1980s, the Land Cruiser had become a favorite in military, agricultural, and expedition contexts. But by the late 1980s, consumer preferences were shifting. Buyers still wanted tough 4x4 capabilities, but many also desired comfort, modern styling, and features suitable for everyday driving. Toyota saw the opportunity to diversify the Land Cruiser brand and cater to this demand. The birth of the Prado J70 platform. The Toyota Land Cruiser Prado was born as a slightly more refined variant of the 70 series Land Cruiser, originally launched as a light-duty version of the rugged J70 lineup. Initially, the Prado name wasn't used universally. Some markets simply referred to it as a light Land Cruiser or even as part of the 4Runner lineage in export markets. Introduced in April 1990, the Prado offered a 5-door wagon and a 3-door short wheelbase option. Though it retained the body-on-frame construction of traditional Land Cruisers, it came with important distinctions that separated it from its utilitarian siblings. Design and exterior features. From the outside, the first-gen Prado carried the square, boxy lines characteristic of 1980s and early 1990s SUVs. However, it featured subtle refinements, like more rounded edges, painted bumpers, and slightly more decorative grilles and lights, that hinted at its dual-purpose nature. It looked like it could go off-road with ease, but it also fit comfortably into an urban landscape. The Prado was available in both 3-door, short wheelbase, and 5-door, long wheelbase body styles. This versatility gave it a broad appeal, allowing it to serve either as a nimble off-roader or a practical family SUV. Interior and comfort. The most noticeable difference between the Prado and its more rugged 70 series siblings was in the cabin. Toyota had clearly made comfort and convenience a priority. Compared to the Spartan interiors of traditional Land Cruisers, the Prado came with more sophisticated upholstery, improved sound insulation, and amenities such as power windows and locks on higher trims. Air conditioning, optional third-row seating in 5-door models. Fold-flat second-row seats for expanded cargo space. Upgraded dashboards with more user-friendly instrumentation. These features positioned the Prado as a crossover between a utilitarian 4x4 and a comfortable family SUV, a formula that would become the foundation for modern SUVs. Chassis and engineering. The first-generation Prado shared its fundamental chassis design with the rugged J70 Land Cruisers, but it was tuned for more comfort and everyday usability. It featured coil spring suspension systems, a step toward smoother ride quality, and a 4-link rear setup. These changes helped make the Prado more comfortable on paved roads compared to the leaf spring-based models of earlier years. The 1990 Prado offered full-time 4-wheel drive and a center differential lock, balancing off-road capability with everyday convenience. Powertrain options. The Prado came with a variety of engines to suit different markets and consumer needs. Toyota offered both petrol and diesel engines in the first generation. Common engine options included 2.4 L22RE petrol i4, known for its reliability and low maintenance needs. 2.4 L2LT turbo diesel i4, a popular engine in international markets due to its torque and fuel efficiency. 2.8 L3L diesel i4, naturally aspirated, preferred in regions prioritizing longevity over power. Transmission options included 5-speed manuals and 4-speed automatics, with manual gearboxes being more common in utility-focused trims. Market presence and global expansion. Though the Prado began its life in Japan, it quickly found its way to various international markets. In regions like Australia, the Middle East, Africa, and South America, it was appreciated for its balance of reliability, off-road potential, and relatively accessible price. In some markets, it was rebadged or sold under different names but maintained the same core DNA. Its growing popularity helped Toyota establish a three-tier SUV lineup: the RAV4 compact crossover, the Prado midsize 4x4, and the full-size Land Cruiser 80 series. Trim levels and features. The first-generation Prado was offered in various trim levels, typically starting with a base model focused on utility and going up to luxury-oriented versions with more interior features and styling upgrades. While features varied by market, trim levels often included base standard trim, manual windows, basic audio system, steel wheels. Mid-trim, power windows, alloy wheels, upgraded upholstery. Top trim, e.g., X, SX optional sunroof, wood grain interior trim, advanced audio systems, extra chrome accents. Legacy of the first-gen Prado. The original 1990 Prado didn't just kick off a new model, it carved out an entirely new niche. It created a bridge between hardcore off-road vehicles and the emerging luxury SUV segment. Over time, the Prado would grow in size, power, and luxury, but its roots in the J70's rugged DNA remained firmly intact. Many early Prados are still on the road today, especially in developing nations, remote communities, and among off-road enthusiasts who appreciate their simple mechanics and durability. Parts availability, Toyota's service network, and the vehicle's build quality have contributed to its legendary lifespan. Influence on future generations. Subsequent generations of the Prado, J90, J120, J150, built upon the 1990 formula, offering more comfort, larger dimensions, and new technologies. Yet they all trace their lineage back to this original version. The 1990 model taught Toyota that there was a growing global appetite for midsize SUVs that could be used both on paved roads and in the wild. It helped Toyota cement its leadership in the SUV segment. Conclusion. The Toyota Prado first generation 1990 remains a pivotal vehicle in SUV history. It set a new benchmark for what a midsize SUV could be: rugged yet refined, simple yet versatile. While newer models are loaded with technology and luxury, it was this original version that proved comfort and capability didn't have to be mutually exclusive. More than 3 decades later, its legacy is still felt in every Prado that rolls off the line. Let me know if you'd like a matching title, description, and hashtags for this article too.